Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vallari. In this video, I am going to create Kali Mata's look. Here I am seeking blessings of Ma. I have kept pace of the video really fast so that the video doesn't get really long. I am using this palette by PSC. This palette is actually of a color corrector, but I am using it today for my entire face. If you are going to recreate this look, I would recommend that you don't use this palette. I would recommend that you use that Supra Color palette by Krylon. This palette did not have a red color, so I am using a red lipstick here. It didn't look really pigmented after I applied blue color, so later I used another red lipstick. Next I'm using the blue color from the palette. I'm using a dry sponge to apply it. I had to put in a lot of effort to get this color right because it was not really pigmented. I think it's just a color corrector. The application was really patchy, so I had to smooth it out again and again. But somehow in the results I made it work. You can see I am applying again and again the layers of this color. For this makeup, I did not want to go for the Krylon palette because I wanted to keep it in budget. This palette was really in my budget, so I went for this palette. But I really had to struggle with this blue color. I also tried to cover my neck area with this, but you can see how I was struggling. So I decided to focus on my face only and later think about the neck area. I also tried to apply the color with a flat foundation brush. I could not cover my neck area a lot with this flat brush also, but it was kind of giving a good application on my face because I already had some color. I decided to contour my face with the black color in the palette, but when I started to blend the color, it started to wipe off the previous color. So this idea was a total fail. So next I decided to take some more blue color and apply on it as a contour. I'm just adding more layer and layer of this color so that it looks even. I'm again trying to cover my neck with this color, but it was not really helping. So I had an idea and I took this kohl and applied on my neck and just sprayed it with my hands. I would say it worked well. I also added some blue color in it. Next I took the white color from the palette and highlighted my under eyes. I also applied it on my nose. The color was not really getting even, so I'm applying it again and again and again. I'm trying to give some dimension to my face so that when the lights hit, my face won't look flat. In short, I'm trying to contour my face but with blue and black and white color. Here I have taken some red lipstick. I'm trying to make this part brighter. You can see the difference in the pigmentation. Eyebrows, I'm using an eyebrow pencil. I'm just filling in the sparse areas and making my eyebrows darker so that they are visible in that blue color. For my eye makeup, I'm going to take this black eyeshadow and applying it on my crease area. I'm using a pencil brush. I decided to set my face with some loose powder. I'm setting my face with a powder puff. I'm using a loose powder by Krylon. It's just regular white loose powder. Once I've set my face with some loose powder, I'm going to use this shade. I'm applying it on my entire lid using a flat brush. Then I have used my fingers to apply it. Next, I'm going to take this light blue shade and apply it as a highlighter on my brow bone. Next, I'm using a gel liner. I'm not being very precise here. I'm just applying it on my lower lash line. I'm creating a rough wing. I'm applying the liner on my upper lash line too. I wanted to make my eyes look bigger, so I kept my waterline clean first. I'm using a thick brush to apply the liner here. Usually when I apply eyeliner, I use a very thin brush, but for this look, I'm using a thick one. I've taken some black eyeshadow again on my pencil brush and I'm smudging it on my lower lash line. Next, I'm tightlining my eyes. I also decided to apply kohl on my waterline. For my lipstick, I used a bright red lipstick. I have used this white color from the palette itself. I'm using a zero number brush which you use for drawing. This design actually completed the whole look. For these dots, I'm using a white liner. For me, that pigment was not really dark enough with the liner, so I decided to darken it with some white color. I'm using bottom of the toothpick to apply these dots. And these are the final results. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.